Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast. I'm here with the whole gang. Justin,
Yo.
Joe,
Yo.
John.
I'm still last in my own home.
That's true. We switched. And
It's what I'm used to, man.
we did go this way, though. He went in order.
Yeah.
Should be like saves the best for last.
There you go.
All right,
Himself.
I'll take that.
Um,
I brought my
So-
sitting over there.
Daytona.
so why do we keep watching this?
How about we talk about like recent things first? Like did everybody watch the Bray Wyatt Friday night? He showed up.
that promo?
It was really good. It was very heartfelt, and what he made us think was heartfelt. And then some shit just started happening with the new mask on the screen.
So I think what the Wyatt 6 is maybe like a Three Faces of Foley type thing.
That's what it seems, and that's what Bray and Fiend kind of were originally. It was like he didn't know what was going on. Remember the Miz match? He didn't understand why.
Asking stuff is the character's Uncle Howdy.
I heard stuff about it, but I don't know.
And Uncle Harper or something.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. I'm not going to touch on that because they haven't acknowledged that yet. So
Well, because I saw something that said that they trademarked that.
Yeah.
That
So
name,
I didn't see it. So the guy on the screen was also Bray.
it's still
Oh,
Bray
yeah.
We're not supposed to know that.
That's Uncle Howdy.
with a voice distortion, but it's still Bray.
But they're not acknowledging it, Bray.
No, not yet.
They're not saying, "Oh, that's Bray's alter
they
ego."
Didn't say anything. Corey Graves and who was it? No, it's Cole and Wade. No, yeah, Wade.
On SmackDown.
SmackDown
Yeah.
was Cole and Wade, and they just laid out no words, nothing.
Good.
Well, at Extreme Rules, Bray had that mask on, and then he took
No.
it off,
Well,
and then that's when Bray showed up.
No.
So
he didn't take it off. He showed up. He didn't live have that mask on, did he?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
he took it off, and then he blew out the candle or the lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing a Taker Faker thing.
No.
Two Canes.
No.
It'll be like Three Faces of
Bray's
Foley,
gonna
just
feud
with
with
6.
Bray.
It'll be like someone he's schizophrenic.
Bray
Essentially, what it is, it's schizophrenia.
Bray is a creative genius.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I saw a thing with Hunter, an interview, and he said the thing with Bray is that his mind never shuts off.
Yeah.
So he'll be like, why don't we do this? Ooh, let's do this. How about this? Let's do this. And Hunter has to sort of say, like, hey, just relax.
One
These are good
idea at a
ideas,
time.
but we can't
Yeah.
do 20 of them at the same time. Let's chill.
It can't be the fucking Bray Wyatt show.
Yeah. But it's sort of like his brain as he's talking about one idea. Ooh, this could be this. And then,
That's how I am a lot, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've listened to this podcast,
Oh yeah.
that's how I am. I never can keep track of what the fuck I'm thinking
and
of.
Hunter's like, these are all good ideas, but slow down. Let's start writing some shit down or whatever. Like, yeah.
This is one of the reasons why I don't, even if I don't watch it every week or 4 days out of the week, I still follow it. And Bray is one of the reasons, not because of Bray himself, but that creative genius, the creative mind that he has.
So, and what happened on Dynamite I did not watch, but I saw the Hangman Page bump. I didn't think it was that bad looking, but apparently he got knocked out.
It was a lariat.
Why was it on Tuesday, by the way? Did I missed that?
Baseball.
Baseball and all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Baseball was yesterday.
Phillies.
Yeah, but that was on Fox.
Well, some of them are, some of them aren't.
Oh, so the Yankees game is on TNT or whatever,
Yeah.
TBS.
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We're only watching NLCS really on the
I'm
side. So.
watching Phillies and
I only care about half of the playoffs.
Yeah, for now.
But I saw still shots and it looked like Mox went a little.
Oh, it could have
hot.
been basketball though too, because basketball's on.
It looked like
true.
Mox
That
started.
Mox
yeah.
went a little
Basketball started.
high.
It didn't look that bad. It looked perfect to me. I don't know.
I mean,
I
there's-
thought maybe he caught his head on the way down, but if anything, I thought his neck. And then they're saying concussion.
A lot of people thought his neck.
Yeah.
But, good news is that it was only a concussion. That's
Yeah,
still
right.
pretty
I mean,
bad.
concussions suck, but yes, it could have been worse.
Especially
just-
since he has it.
Just a mistake. It wasn't like Mox was trying to hurt him. It just was a
No.
a
It
botch.
wasn't intentional.
It was
Yeah.
really. It wasn't anything Mox did. I don't think it was.
I think it's the way Hangman
he did
landed.
the Marty inside out bump. The
Oh, they flipped.
Yep, and I think he just caught his head on the way down on the mat.
But that's
all.
what I was saying. Like I think because he took the clothesline a little higher?
No, I don't think. No, that clothesline looked perfect. I don't think anything happened.
If you see
With
stills
Mox.
from the side.
As far as I know, they don't have any beef, right?
No, and I don't think he did.
He
it
got on the microphone at
intentionally.
the end and was saying like, thoughts for Hangman bullshit.
Dynamite also had afterwards MJF cashed in his chip, said it'll be at Full Gear.
So on November 12th, Full Gear will be.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, finally.
It's a Saturday.
It will be Moxley versus MJF.
And I'm actually surprised with the way MJF did that. Like a fair, because he used cash in. So are
Yeah.
they treating it like Money in the Bank now?
I don't know.
But he called his shot early.
Speaking of Money in the Bank, Austin Theory showed up on NXT and showed that he may cash in on Braun Breaker or Dragunov or JD McWhatever, as Owen says.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the best case scenario for the Theory cash-in.
I would like that. I would actually really
Because
like that.
then he can be that heel on
I would
NXT.
love to see Theory
His
go back to
NXT run was in the way with Gargano,
Exactly.
so he wasn't really a
His NXT
full-time.
run was shadow.
And it doesn't hurt him because he would lose it or beat Roman, if he's on NXT. I think that could help NXT.
I mean, they're seeming to need help on NXT. They stacked that show.
Yeah, why was ever
Sonya Deville.
Shinsuke?
Yeah, Shinsuke was
Rhea.
on.
Did Gargano? Was he ever NXT World Champion?
Gargano.
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. I was gonna say like maybe that would be a way for like Theory to like I did something you didn't do or something. But
No,
okay,
yeah.
I thought he was, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, he had it.
I think that'll help NXT, though. I mean, obviously, that NXT 2.0 didn't do very well.
Cash in on Braun, move Braun to the main roster.
Like they could do that.
Because
he's ready.
A rocket ship
It
strapped
seems
his
ready.
back since he debuted. I mean,
Yeah.
would he win the belt like a month in or something? And
Well,
They also seem to be shining NXT guys on Raw now because they had Cameron Grimes show up on Raw to ask Good Bros for help, and then they also had Cora Jade or Cora Jane
Cora Jade.
Jade
Jade, I think it is, yeah.
asked Rhea to wrestle the match for her on Tuesday.
Yeah, because
So-
it was a pick your poison
Yeah.
type thing.
So they're doing more with that because I remember every once in a while you'd have like, ooh, this NXT guy is wrestling on Raw.
Well, I remember you said like what Nakamura, Owens, all of them were on NXT this past week.
Yeah, so much. And then to finish it with Austin Theory coming out, someone else beat Breaker, like have Dragunov win the title. I believe it's a triple threat. It's Dragunov, JD McWhatever, and Braun. And what if one of them were to be the one that actually beats Braun for it?
Like have
And then
Ilya.
Theory cashes in on them.
And then Theory cashes in on them, and that way it moves Braun. He doesn't have to feud with Theory. He can just move on
Or
that
get
person.
pinned.
Or yeah, he doesn't have to
He
get
doesn't have
pinned.
to lose, yeah.
And then you can move him to the main roster and have Theory and Dragunov. I think it should be Dragunov.
And
so.
he can do the chicken shit heel thing of Theory attacks him because
Dragging off his face?
worn
Or
out.
is he
and all
healing
that.
Braun's face?
He's
Braun's face.
They're both face. JD is the heel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever his name is, I can't remember.
No, so now the running joke is that Kevin Owens literally doesn't say his name. He says JD McWhatever. He posted it on Instagram, on TikTok, and even said it on NXT. I'm tying my shoes, and he's like tying his shoes, and he's like, and I'm gonna have a special edition of the KO show with Braun Breaker and Dragunov, whose first name scares me, and JD McWhatever.
We had hope that NXT would get better.
It is.
Since
It is.
It's going to take a little bit.
yeah, I mean
You can't snap your fingers and reset it to what it was when Alistair was there and Andrade and
Ricochet,
yeah,
Drew, yeah.
he who shall not be named. Velveteen.
Yeah, but do you
The entire era.
do you
Yeah.
keep these people come Do you keep bringing him on NXT?
You know who needs to go to NXT? Dom.
Yeah.
That match
That's where
with
he shoulda
AJ
gone.
was crap.
That was all AJ.
I said from the get-go.
AJ was working a match with himself.
Yeah. Just because he's Ray's son, he should have been on NXT, where it's a smaller stage and you can get some shine.
I think the problem is it started as a gimmick. Like, we're going to bring him in and he's going to be the catalyst for the Ray and Seth feud. And then he got a match with Seth. And then he kept doing shit. And then they became a tag. And then but I think the Judgment Day, which seems to be what it is, why not just have her jump shows? She teaches Dom in NXT, and then she can be the mouthpiece. They can all be on Raw, but Dom wrestles primarily on NXT. That's where he needs to learn.
Yeah.
You can even have
I agree with you.
where Finn says to him on Raw, like, I want you to go out to NXT and win their belt, and we'll take over down there. You know, if you want to put it into a storyline.
Well, because they did say, they even touched on something about, I think Damien said something about, it doesn't matter what show, we're here to take over every show there is, and that's why they were on NXT. Not really, it's because Rhea was wrestling somebody, whoever, I don't know.
Roxy?
Roxy Perez.
Yeah,
Who used to be, what was she in Impact?
Oh, she was in Impact?
Yeah, she was that Rock, letter C.
Yeah.
Was that her?
Yeah. It was.
No.
It was.
I have no idea.
Or not
what you're
Impact.
talking
She was in TNA, not Impact.
I think Impact.
about. I have no idea.
Roxy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Roxy in TNA was Roxy Laveau.
Well, this was
That's
a
not the
different
same.
one.
That's not
different,
the
a different
Different
one.
girl.
Yeah. It was ROK and then C.
I don't get
That sounds terrible. I'll tell you what. You want to talk about what keeps us watching wrestling? It sure as fuck is not Impact. They do well. They just don't have good stories. They put on a good wrestling show. So if you're in the mood for wrestling, just watching a one-off wrestling show, they do a great job.
Yeah.
They do not do a good job at stories.
Well, they don't have anybody that can.
Maybe that's
Produce.
why Bubba's back.
Maybe.
Or is it because it's so loosey, come and go as you please, it's hard to get a story on? He might not be here next week.
That's true. They don't really have contracts.
But weren't the Good Bros there as tag champs, and now they're back in WWE? Did they?
No,
but
they
their
weren't.
contract right now.
No, and Carl Anderson is never openweight champion, and he's still going to be defending that against Hikuleo. We touched on this last week.
No.
Oh,
Said he's not.
Oh, he's not now.
Yeah.
So you just going to give it up?
Oh shit! So it's just going to be vacant.
Well, because that Japan show is the same day as Saudi.
Oh,
Oh, blood
And-
money.
Yeah, and it's the club against was it Judgment Day? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wait, they were gonna have like an AEW contracted guy and a WWE contracted guy wrestle.
Hikuleo is not AEW contracted,
Was he?
no.
'Cause he's been on there a lot. I didn't know if
but
he
he
was
was
still.
part of the Forbidden Door.
Yeah, but I didn't know if he was like
No, he's-
signed, or if it's just
No.
with AEW. You can't tell. There's so many one-offs, and then
Yeah. No, they post on their Instagram is all elite. So
Yeah.
if you don't get that post, that means you're not all elite. It means you still are just a one-off character or a one-off, not character, I guess isn't the right word, but you're just having like Dalton Castle is not all elite. He
Yeah,
had that match against Jericho for the ROH title, but he's not signed to AEW.
Still considered just Ring of Honor.
I don't even know. He's not. He's
there's no
nothing.
more Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he's not. He's just a free agent. He's non-contracted. He just had that one match.
Okay. I would watch Impact, but I don't know who's even there that I would know.
A lot of guys.
Mickey James.
A lot of
Bully
guys.
Ray.
Who's there? Is Moose still their champ?
He's
no,
not their
no.
champ,
Josh
but he's there.
Alexander's the champ, and he's
The one
going to
who
wrestle.
didn't go.
He's going to wrestle. Yeah, he's going to
Eddie
wrestle.
Edwards.
Eddie Edwards. There, yeah. He's going to be wrestling against Bully Ray for the title.
Oh, Bully Ray, I know.
Right. Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer, Johnny whatever I think is still there. Or, I don't know.
Johnny every day of the week. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know where he works anymore, to be honest.
Well, he's not Johnny Elite anymore.
I don't know.
He wasn't. I don't think he was signed.
I think he was.
He wrestled for like every show for like a month.
Yeah.
Then he disappeared.
I don't know.
Yeah. Johnny Impact again.
Yeah, Impact Wrestling has some really good wrestling.
Is
The
Ryder
problem-
still there? And is
Ryder was never there.
Oh. Is it Hawkins who was there?
Hawkins, I believe, is the digital media
Or
champion.
Brian Myers?
Brian
But
Myers.
but just because they come in for one or two matches, does not mean they're there.
Impact has weird contracts. You could have like the Good Bros who were there, but technically they could go wherever.
I mean, they've been doing this for a while though. Like even Cody,
Yeah.
when Cody was there, after WWE, like the first time, he had a weird contract where he just like worked out his days really fast.
Same with
Because
Lashley, I think.
They used to tape like 5 days a week, so
Yeah.
he like technically had like a 5-month run that he taped in like a month and a half.
Oh, that's the thing with Impact. Yeah, they tape a lot of their stuff like all at once.
Yeah.
So, and then they don't travel anymore, really.
Are the machine guns there?
Yes, that is.
they're-
They are there.
They're mainly in Vegas now.
Yeah.
Vegas.
But that's where they're
Oh, Impact is.
Oh, they don't
yeah,
wrestle.
yeah.
They're not in Orlando anymore or whatever since AEW
I
moved in.
don't know. That
The
part
last I knew,
yeah.
unless they moved back with the
They kicked him out.
That's true.
Or, no, I thought it was Tennessee.
I really don't know.
They used to run in Tennessee.
They originally ran in Tennessee.
That was because
Yeah.
of well,
no,
you
when the asylum was in Orlando though.
Yeah.
because you didn't have to pay. We did the Orlando crowd. People just walk in.
Yeah, it's in Universal Studios.
You're at the amusement park. Oh, what's going on over there? And, oh, look, it's wrestling. And then,
Now it's the Men in Black show was there. But the last time I was at Universal Studios, it was the same housing unit for the Men in Black show that they do. Ride show, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it.
Yeah, they do. They wrestle at some casino in Las Vegas. It's a small one. It's not
Oh.
like it's a big one.
I did not know that.
Even though I don't watch wrestling every week, I still follow it. And the reason being that there's so many free agents. You never know who's going to show up where. And the stories have been getting a lot better.
So you mainly watch wrestling for the story. Because think about it. The first thing you talked about was Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt hasn't wrestled in over a year.
Yeah. But with AEW, I like the wrestling.
Who?
Just AEW in general.
Who do you watch wrestle in AEW that is like, oh, when this guy's on, I have to watch this week?
Kenny in the Bucks.
So you've seen Kenny. You've made sure that every time it's promoted that Kenny Omega is going to wrestle
Yep.
tonight, you watch. And the Young Bucks.
And Punk was one.
Punk wrestled like 5 matches.
Yeah.
He doesn't count.
and 3 of them were
but-
pay-per-views.
I can tell you, I wasn't watching a lot up until Punk showed up. I was on social media and they're like, "Oh my God, Punk is here!" And then I quickly turned on. But I enjoy.
I understand Kenny and the Bucks, even though they do the same match every fucking match, because it's exciting to watch. Why? What about CM Punk
He's
made you want to watch his wrestling matches?
He's been gone for a while, but CM Punk was my favorite wrestler as a kid, and you know,
Yeah, but you want that pop of like he's gonna say something funny. Like think about what everyone got excited when Punk was finally back. What was the first thing you really got excited about?
his mic skills.
Him and fucking MJF
Yeah.
shooting
And
promos at each other.
I can
every
tell
week.
you, MJF is a current one that now that he's back, I'm going to try to watch as much as I can.
His matches or his promos.
Everything that he does.
I think storytelling is a big, big, big draw for me.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't care what you do in the ring, as long as you tell the story. Like, I've said this many times. You probably know where I'm going with it. Don't give me a we hate each other to the fucking core, and let's. All right, there we go.
He's all right.
And
They're shutting us down.
and then you come out slapping hands and fucking hoo-ha into the crowd. It's bullshit. If you're there to fight each other, fucking fight.
yeah.
Or you get in the ring and we
Lock
hate
up.
each other. They hate each other, but you're going to give them a headlock.
Yeah.
That's not what you do. You're trying to murder each other. Like,
Yeah. And that plays in the story. So honestly, I don't care about the matches as much as I do. Give me something that tells a story in the ring.
So you didn't watch WWE for the longest time, but recently you've been watching a lot more Raw.
Because the story.
Part of that is you also wanted to see Triple H booking, like see
Right.
how it was.
The story.
Yeah.
See where the stories go now.
yeah, he didn't give a shit about Baron Corbin, but he liked Sad Corbin.
I liked
for the week.
Yeah. Sad Corbin.
For the week
yes.
it was on.
Yeah, Sad Corbin was the best Corbin. I watched him with JBL with his stupid oversized suit. What the fuck was
Yeah.
he
What
wearing?
was his pants?
I don't know. This looks dumb.
It's like he had a parachute
And now
on,
Corbin does JBL's Lariat.
yeah.
yeah.
That's his new finisher.
and he dresses like Seth Rollins.
He looked naked.
Nobody cares about Corbin.
No.
Like,
Boring Corbin. That's what I
I
call
have a
it.
feeling they're going to give him a group too.
Well,
Oh, like JBL's gonna have a group.
Another group, yeah.
Another heel stable. Great.
Yeah. Another one, yeah.
I get your roster's big. You're trying to get everybody on TV, but my goodness.
It looks like what they're trying to do with JBL is what they do with William Regal. Whereas when his is fucking terrible. I hate what did I say in the group chat? Once JBL showed up, I was like, oh, tell me he's not on fucking commentary again. And there he fucking is. I hate his voice. I hate what he says. I hate everything about it. It's not go. It's not. Ooh, I don't like this heel. I can't wait till he gets taken out. I just fucking hate him.
At least Regal is entertaining on commentary.
He's good, yeah.
But JBL, he thinks he's funny and he's not.
My God,
and
he's
he's
terrible.
a racist bully.
Yeah.
Well, and like you were saying, well, one thing that keeps me watching is I've always watched it. So I mean, I guess it's old habit, but like you said, story. Like back in the day, Hulk Hogan, not the greatest wrestler, but his stories were always set up that like you were invested in them.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bundy splashed him in a corner, and Hogan's got broken ribs. Is he going to make it to Mania? And like that kind of stuff. I remember all that.
I think now that the storytelling is much more complicated.
Oh yeah.
More reality based.
Yes.
But the nice thing about the stories back in the day though was like they could drag them out because their money was in the house shows.
Yeah.
So you didn't every
And they
week
had
have to like
4
we
pay-per-views
got
a year.
yeah.
Not one every 2 weeks. Do that.
Yeah, now it's tune in next week for whatever the culmination of this is going to be.
And like you said, these guys hate each other, but as soon as the pay-per-view match is over, now they're feuding with other guys.
Yeah.
Like it's over because we need to get on to the next story.
And I was the same way. I didn't really watch WWE. I kind of don't currently anyway, but I've been following it more now that Triple H is in charge of creative.
Yes, Triple H's WWE has seemingly shifted what WWE is known for.
Well, if you've noticed too, and it's not a knock against, but it was something I saw today, but like a lot of those Akira Tozawa, R-Truth, they're not on like that stupid shit that like Vince finds funny.
Oh yeah, is the 24-hour title gone?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
And I haven't seen R-Truth in months.
No, he's tagging with Shelton now.
Shelton on main event.
Oh, so I still haven't really seen him.
So there's still a little bit of that. Give me the two black guys and put them together. Shit.
Yeah, but
I thought that was over.
Like you said, it's getting to more reality-based storylines and stuff, and getting that stupid comedy stuff off that, like,
I hope. One thing I hope to see after Saudi Arabia is one that there's no more Saudi Arabia shows. That'd be great. I'd love that. I'd love for
they
Hunter
have
to
like
finally go.
I think they saying like what, like a 10-year.
Unless
Doing
that-
them for a while.
Unless that guy gets
That's a lot of money.
assassinated and then deal ends.
Well, they have Saudi Arabia. Is it this month?
Yeah,
And then
November
next month.
5th.
And then they have another Crown Jewel in February.
Yeah, I think it's November and February.
Yeah,
so
it's
when
like
they do 'em.
every 3 months or so they're going back over there.
So, I would hope that Brock Lesnar is now done after this one. Although if they're still going to Saudi Arabia, he'll probably still go to those shows.
But this is what a lot of fans have wanted: Brock and Bobby.
I think they're
They
the
already
same
did it,
guy. They're the same guy.
But they already did it. They did it. They had this match.
Did they?
So who cares?
But it doesn't. Why can't it just be these two guys that just want to wrestle, see who the best man is? It doesn't have to be now they can't stand each other. It's a feud. Why can't it just be? I hear you're the best. I'm the best. Let's go prove it.
Well, because I think it's supposed to be like.
I think Lashley would
Brock,
wreck Brock.
Brock is after Lashley because, yes, Lashley did beat him, but it was like he had like Shelton and all his goons kind of helped him.
But Lashley's supposed to be face, and now I guess
Lashley's
he's.
face, yeah.
But now he's sort of working heel because Brock is the face.
Is
for,
he?
For no reason.
I don't know. I didn't see their. They kind of started Raw off as just beating the crap out of each other. I guess I missed that part.
Well, because the week before when Brock showed up,
That part I saw.
that cost him
That I saw.
the belt the week before. So then,
I think
naturally Lashley came out like, "You son of a bitch! You cost me my belt. Get your ass out here! I'm gonna fuck you up."
Brock is a face because the fans actually enjoy him now.
But he doesn't really do face things. He doesn't like slap hands and do all. He just.
He's been coming
I'm
around
here
a lot more.
to hurt
He's,
some people.
he's been taking a lot more pictures with the fans. And
I think Bobby's the face.
He would have to. Be the face, I
It's
would
hard.
think.
They're sort of both tweeners.
I don't think Bobby Lashley is. Not anymore. I think Brock is kind of a prize fighter. You know, I'm here to just beat you because.
What kind of face goes out and calls somebody their belt? You know,
it's true. Yeah, he's got the sympathy. He lost his belt because he got beat as the heel here.
How about we just let them two get in the ring and have an actual match?
I think Bobby Lashley would
let
beat
them
him.
shoot on each other.
I think my money would be on Lashley.
Yeah, I think in an actual fight, so. Lashley.
I think Lashley.
Well, because he had a much better MMA.
I was gonna say. I think if
Lashley only had 2 losses or something.
If Brock could somehow stand up the entire time, I think Brock might have more punching power. But I think Lashley, if Lashley got him down, I think Lashley would be the one to take that. I think Brock lost a lot of muscle mass.
I think Lashley could out wrestle him, but Brock could out punch him,
box him,
out slug him.
Yeah,
it would be a different.
Not even. I shouldn't say outbox him. Out slug him. I think Brock's punch would be harder.
If they just stood there throwing hands.
Yeah. I think Brock's punch would be win. More accurate and harder, but I think Lashley would be able to take him down. Probably no problem. I mean, Kurt Hennig did it at 35,000 feet. Kurt Hennig was a lot smaller and not as big of a wrestler as Lashley was.
Jericho took him down.
It would be a different
one time.
Like Sheamus and Gunther beat the shit out of each other, but this would be a different type of.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see at Saudi Arabia Blood Money.
The one thing I'm not excited
about. I can tell
about
you that I'm not watching it for that.
I don't want to see Logan Paul.
I don't even know. Oh yeah, Logan Paul.
Give a shit about him.
I do. I actually think that's entertaining. My dad asked me about him, and I was like, "Look, I'll try to explain it to you, but I don't think you're going to understand half the words I'm saying."
Yeah, he's worse than me because he's older than me. Yeah. So he's going to be beat.
But like, my problem with that match is, you probably assume that Logan Paul will not win.
God damn.
With Roman, you need to put him against people that...
Nah, I think they'll do a good job telling a story that there are some things that Logan Paul might do that you think he might win. Maybe someone distracts Roman Reigns. I don't know. Where's Roman going after this?
Maybe you get him and Jay have been sort of... Like you said, Jay, make sure Sammy wins, and Jay sort of give him a look like, I got to deal with this asshole.
Yeah.
Maybe he tries to help Roman.
Yeah.
Or Sammy gets involved.
Or maybe Sammy tries to help.
And Roman, not that he'll lose, but maybe Logan rolls him up or something. You're like, oh my God, no, wait. Oh.
The one thing I'm not excited about is Seth and Riddle.
Again, yeah.
Please, just stop with that.
It should have stopped at the fight pit.
Yeah. Well, now they're fighting over the U.S. title.
I understand.
It's the same thing.
I understand. But yeah, it should have stopped at fight pit.
Definitely.
And now that Elias is back, you have...
It's like him and Ray. That thing went on for like 2 years.
You know who would make a great U.S. champion? The American Nightmare.
He's going to win the Rumble.
In my soul.
He's going to win the Rumble.
Don't worry, I am Cody Rhodes.
I've read that Vince never had plans for Cody to have the world title.
Who cares?
But
it's not Vince's show anymore.
Yeah.
He wins the Rumble and goes after Roman. I'm calling it now.
Is that what's going to keep you watching? Is Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns?
No, you guys all know. I mean, I've been watching since I'm 5. So, like Joe, I'm in now. It's like your favorite show. I want to see how this shit turns out.
Yeah, it's a show you want to see to the end, but
it never ends.
Swerve, bro. It don't fucking end.
But my main reason, as you guys know, is my son. Because I watch it. It's what we do together. You know, I love taking him to shows.
And we do a horrible job of breaking kayfabe for him, but he still fucking enjoys it somehow. I do not keep my mouth shut around him, and I really should.
And I've said, like, I don't get off on a tangent, but like we go to like Outbreak, it's cool for us, but as we're setting up, he's watching.
Yeah, when we're meeting all the guys, or some of the guys are coming over to us and talking to us, it's
like they're in the ring going through their match.
Yeah.
And then later on, they're going to have that match, and he's watching this whole thing.
But he doesn't even give a fuck. Like, he just enjoys the whole. I think he actually enjoys the behind wrestling.
The scenes.
No, I think he enjoys every single move that happens between those ropes. I don't think he gives a fuck about it's happening before the match, and I think he just loves watching what's happening.
I actually don't think he's interested in stories. I think he's more interested in the action.
I've tried to get him to watch those DVDs that Justin gave me that were like just random, Danielson.
He's got to know who they
versus
are.
Cole, and they're people he knows, and he didn't want to watch it because he doesn't know why they're fighting.
Yeah,
he needs that good guy, bad guy. These guys don't like each other. he needs that, I guess, to be invested in it, which is
Yeah.
fine.
I mean,
He's a lot like our friend from work.
like I don't want to say WWE.
He's a
fans.
Vince fan. Too, like,
Vince fans, right?
He's
the people who buy everything that Vince sells you.
Yeah.
When a person turns heel, you do not like them
you
anymore.
boo the bad guys and cheer the good guys.
I mean, I know as a kid, and if I saw that stuff, I'd be excited. I always bring up WPW as a kid. I somewhat saw that stuff, like them, working in the ring or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see that type of stuff later on because, as an adult, I knew that they did that stuff, but to actually see it, it was like, oh, cool. I can actually get to experience this now.
yeah, but like,
And working with Quarantine, that was a very cool experience for me. I appreciate what Vox and them did for us for that. I'm glad that we could help out, but that was a very cool experience for me to be a part of that. And it's not even just kids. There are still some adults that just,
oh, yeah.
they get into it.
We know some of them.
I try to. I wish I could.
I can remember you
more fun.
As a kid. We went to the same show. You guys were in the first row. I was in the third row at Santander. Like you were wrapped up in it. Because I don't think. I mean, I guess from TV, storyline a little bit, but like when it's right there in front of you, and that's another thing I was gonna say. Like that kind of keeps me watching is the crowd, because there's nothing like a wrestling crowd.
Yeah, that's
I mean, there's
true.
no other sport that like the crowd gets
good crowd will get
involved
you
and-
into it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
Extreme Rules, that crowd was hot, and that's
mean,
what made that pretty cool.
Philly's always hot though.
We're all football fans, and you don't see the crowd getting that rowdy at a football game.
You do, depending on if you watch good football. Maybe not Steelers fans.
No, well, that's true.
I
I mean, like, they're not
fans
like
do. Bills fans do. Just
Yeah.
Eagles
Steelers
fans burn their own city when they win.
Hey.
but it's only been recently that you've seen like football like having like chants like that. When Seth comes out, that like football fans are doing that. Wrestling fans have been doing that for the longest time, and that you fucked up and they or whatever.
You fucked up, chant.
And
But you know what I'm saying,
That's
like,
my least. I fucking hate that.
for us,
or this is awesome.
I hate "This Is Awesome" now. I used to like.
I
Oh my
think
God, you
Fight
came
Forever,
out.
I
You
can
came
go
out
to.
to a song that I like. This is awesome. You're wearing video game gear. This is. Shut the fuck up. It's crowds. Sometimes I hate fucking crowds. Actually,
fight forever. I don't need to hear that all the time.
but
yeah, that only works for two guys for one feud. It's Sammy and Kevin. That's it. That's the only thing. That is the fight forever. That's it.
Lucha Bros and Young Bucks.
No, fuck no.
I feel like they've been fighting forever.
Who cares? That company's only 3 years old.
for us though, it's hard.
Sammy and Kevin have been wrestling for fucking 10, 15 years.
Probably
maybe
since they
20
were
now.
kids before that.
It's no fucking Lucha Bros. Although speaking of Lucha Bros, you want to talk about not knowing anything, watching
I still gotta watch that.
Triple Mania in Spanish, just knowing Villano 4 and Penta. And
I heard that was a hell of a
Watching
match.
that, it was awesome. They didn't do anything. They did no moves. They just told a fucking story, and then the end, the whole thing, the fucking kids and the dad, and like, this is the last Villano. Now they're all done. There will never be another Villano.
Because he had to unmask, right?
He unmasked, right?
I thought Penta unmasked.
No, his
No, his
mask
mask
just got
was ripped.
torn up.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
For us though, it's hard, especially now with doing this podcast and helping out behind the scenes and stuff. It's hard for us to actually sit and enjoy wrestling without working.
Sometimes.
Without working, like even like Extreme Rules. That was the first time in a really long time that I went to a wrestling.
Since AEW.
Yeah, yeah.
In April?
So,
that long.
but those are pro shows. We don't get to go to indie shows and enjoy them as a fan.
You can this Saturday. High tension.
This Saturday, Riverside Beneficial.
Yeah. You going? Going?
I might.
Are we all going?
I cannot.
But it's as adults, even like I don't know many adults that can actually sit and forget everything around the wrestling world and just watch,
It's tough.
Yeah. Because even I'm sure there's people that judge everything that they see, or like,
Yeah, I try not to.
it's hard to put it into a kid's perspective.
Yeah.
Like I said, what he sees, he's not cynical. He's not.
Yeah.
I've seen this shit a million times. He's not burnt out like we are.
Yeah.
It's still, like I do. Why is that guy acting like a jerk, JJ? I don't know. Like he buys into it. Why is he being a bad guy? I don't know. He used to be a good guy. Like he's into it. And that's great. Like
he doesn't notice the 30 thigh slaps that happen in every match.
no.
Yeah.
We count the apron spots. But
and you guys have seen him at live events. Like he's
He doesn't
laser
sit.
focused.
He does not sit.
But he doesn't want to eat or go to the bathroom. He just wants to. I just want to watch wrestling. Like he's just into it. That's the only thing I get him to focus on in life. That is it.
And to me, Chris Van Vliet brought up a good point in one of his interviews. And as wrestling fans, we get asked this a lot. Why do you like wrestling? Why do you like that fake wrestling? And
it's not fake. That's why.
You like horror movies, right?
Yeah.
You like comedy movies, right? They're not actually out there doing that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I say
It's
like
entertainment.
movies are fake.
Except for Crow, no one gets killed in horror movies.
Wrestling is a sport. Like it takes athleticism. It's like stunt doubles.
And going back to what you just said, like with Chris, again with wrestling, it's the only program that covers all those bases.
It's true.
Weekly.
There's comedy, there's horror, there's love, there's drama. Everything is covered in a 3-hour show every Monday.
You have to train for it too. Like
Like we said, there's football does their season and there's off season. Baseball off season.
Yep.
Wrestling is year round.
Unless you get injured.
Yeah, there's no. Hey, we'll see you guys in the fall. Like no, they're
But to be a football player, you have to train.
Yeah.
You have to go through the drills. To be a wrestler, you have to train. You have to do the drills. You have to learn how to do all these things.
The thing is, everybody knows that. There's a college for football. The general public doesn't know how you become a wrestler.
Yeah.
So I think in their eyes, it's just some fat guy decided to wants to slam people around, so he went to a show and now he's going to slam people around. It's not that fucking basic anymore.
and it's sort of like, oh yeah, my uncle used to be a wrestler too. Anybody can do it. Like that's the old mentality.
Well,
like yeah.
And the thing is too, like you said, like okay, you got that fat guy. That guy's probably in a lot fucking better shape than you think he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this shit ain't easy to do.
No.
And we've seen like where ex-football players tried to become wrestlers and couldn't cut it.
Yeah.
But the problem was in the 80s when Hogan hit and wrestling was at a boom period, all these weekend mom and pop wrestling shows showed up where regular guys with no trade would get in the ring and wrestle other regular guys. And that sort of watered it down. And
if you've seen Beyond the Mat, there's that guy, that super fat, out of shape promoter guy who's got this kid coming in and he's like, well, you gotta know how to make sure you go to the gym every day and make sure you're eating the right stuff. No more Big Macs and cheeseburgers. Shut the fuck. You are a Big Mac and a cheeseburger. Don't tell anybody how to fucking train their body. And unfortunately that's what you had. You had guys who thought they knew shit, just doing a bunch of stuff.
Weekend warriors.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that if you take the time. There's a lot of people who don't take the time though. There's a lot of people who just I do this.
I want to make my money.
Yeah. What money?
Well, it was a lot of think about like music. If something's popular, they sign every band that sounds like the popular band.
Yeah.
And everyone wanted a piece of that Vince McMahon, WWF Hogan money.
Yeah.
So everyone, I remember there was indie shows like every day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
Local stuff going on.
Some of those promoters, it was just like, okay, Justin, you know how to do some wrestling. You know how to do some wrestling.
Yeah.
You each got $25, and he's cleaning up.
$25.
Hey man, that's how it was back in the day.
Oh shit! I didn't realize we were in the main event.
Was it a
Wait
sold
for
out?
that envelope,
Yeah, I
kid.
read Foley's book where he drove like 6 hours and made like $5.
Yeah.
Jericho, he got a hot dog and a glass of orange juice.
Hot dog and a handshake, bro.
But it's like anybody who watches movies. Why do they watch movies?
Yeah, because you want to be entertained, and wrestling is entertaining. If you don't like it, or if you go in cynical, you're not going to like it. If you go in looking for the bad, you're never going to like it.
Yeah.
I go into things looking for the bad, and I usually end up actually changing my mind.
I mean, that was my dream, was to be a wrestler when I was a kid. It never worked out for me, but,
And I used to think the same way, like, yeah, I want to be a wrestler, but doing this behind-the-scenes stuff, and not that I do it all the time, but even helping out, being a part of the events, it's so much more fun to me.
I did it, all cracked up. It's fucking hard, and it beats the fuck out of your body. Even the training itself. See, that's something we were talking about. Training. That's something you don't think about. When you train, when you have a match, maybe you go 10 minutes, and you have that match, and you do it one time, and you're done. Training, you could train that match 6 times a night for multiple weeks. Training is much harder than actual wrestling.
Yeah.
Training will break you.
Yeah.
Literally, it broke my shoulder. My shoulder hasn't been the same since.
Yeah.
Well, and then the other thing is, though, like, you could probably speak a little bit to it, because you actually did it. But, like, wrestling, too, like, is the only sport that, like, you get the adulation, either good or bad, because, whether, you're not going to have 20 guys unless you have a battle royal. But most of the time, it's usually 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, where you can enjoy that crowd noise, good or bad. On, like, a team sport, like, like football, like, they're cheering for the team.
The other side. The other side of that coin is it's just you.
Maybe that match sucks.
It's you.
It's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The quarterback didn't miss the throw. You fucked up.
Yeah.
You didn't do a good job.
If the quarterback got sacked, you didn't block your guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to be a part of a great wrestling event this past weekend. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, A Night to Remember 2.
Well, 2 of you did.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, we would not want to all have been there because
It was
nowhere to go.
Packed.
It
I heard
was packed.
That's good. That's good,
we couldn't get everything out on the table, but you know what? The fans enjoyed the show. We enjoyed the show. We were around people that we love to be around. I want to thank Kevin Murphy for doing everything that he did and made that show possible. I still haven't personally met him because he was just so busy, but we enjoyed ourselves. It was a great time. The crowd was into it. The matches were fantastic.
First time seeing him, I like him. I like his work.
Yeah.
Kevin Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
The whatever his gimmick is with money or whatever.
Yeah, richest.
Buku Bucks.
Yeah.
Was he still?
He comes out with dollar signs on his pants and
Ric Flair rub and
yeah.
But what's he calls himself something? But yeah, I like his work. I like him.
We met some new people that were great. Again, I thank you to everybody that was involved in that. It was a blast. I can't wait for the next one that they do. This weekend, I'm going to try to get this episode out tomorrow, Friday.
Okay.
This weekend, Wrestling Trivia, October 21st, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Nitro Bar, Penn Ave, West Reading.
Pennsylvania.
West Reading, Pennsylvania. Sorry. Nitro Bar, it's on the second floor. You can get there through the elevator or the steps. There's a small parking garage attached to the bar. Other than that, it's street parking. Come out, have some fun, answer some questions. We'll be there. We'll have tons of prizes, including tickets to High Tension Wrestling Network,
which is the next night,
October 22nd, Saturday. Tickets to Outbreak Wrestling United We Slam, November 12th in Hamburg, Pennsylvania.
Wait, November 12th?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same night as Full Gear.
Is it?
It is.
Ouch.
It is.
Oh.
That's gonna hurt.
It is.
Oh. I know which one I'd rather see.
Oh,
no
man.
offense.
I thought Full Gear was the 19th.
It's the 12th. I'm pretty sure it's the 12th. Unless the 12th in my head is still hitting from Outbreak, but I'm pretty sure it's the 12th.
I thought it was the 19th.
Man, that's gonna.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong.
I hope, yeah.
When Survivor Series, that's November.
I don't know.
The end of November.
Yeah, it's probably the end.
After it's Saturday for Thanksgiving, I think, isn't it?
But November 12th, Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Outbreak Wrestling, United We Slam. That's a big show for them. Veterans, and I believe they're also doing tickets also at Trivia Night. As well as...
Yeah, he's
Is it
saying
the
it is
19th?
the 19th. Yep.
Thank God.
My bad.
Thank
my
God.
bad.
All right, so November 12th, go to Outbreak, and then November 19th, enjoy some Full Gear.
Every November 5th
November
is
is
the Blood Money.
November
Yeah,
is
every
full.
week.
Yeah.
So at Wrestling Trivia, you can win tickets to HTW Saturday, October 22nd, Outbreak Wrestling November 12th in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. You can also win prizes courtesy of Symbiote Collectibles on Penn Ave. It's another local collectible shop in our area. They sell vintage stuff.
Vintage toys.
It's
From
a cool store.
Old G.I. Joe, old Pokemon to current wrestling figures, all types of stuff.
All kinds of action figures. It's a cool place.
So they'll have prizes for that as well. And just added Rise Up Nutrition, also on Penn Ave in West Reading. There's a ton of local places around here that you can go to, get
Park
some
and
great
walk
stuff.
up and down Penn Avenue, man.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
You'll
yeah.
find something.
Rise
Date-
Up Nutrition,
Date night, it's a perfect date night.
Bar
You just
hop.
Go,
Yeah.
bar hop.
Say
Get
cheese is
a
there.
drink and an appetizer at every
Cupcakes.
place. Yeah.
Rise Up Nutrition. I know the nutrition part scares you, but trust me, it's energy-based tea drinks and coffee and protein bites. Those energy teas work better for me than energy drinks.
No, they taste good. They're good. They're a good place. Yeah.
Yeah, their teas are better for you as well. I don't feel like crap after drinking one.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
makes
no
me
crash.
go pee a lot, but that means it's
Everything
cleaning
does.
you out.
Yeah.
So, Rise Up Nutrition, Outbreak Wrestling, High Tension Wrestling, Symbiote Collectibles, all will be a part of Wrestling Trivia at Nitro Bar, courtesy of the We Like Wrestling podcast. We'll be there asking the questions. Come take pictures with us. Come up to the table, get some prizes, get some cool stuff. I might take some stuff to buy as well. I don't know. Nitro Bar also has amazing food, amazing drinks. There's going to be a special drink made just for Wrestling Trivia. Falls Count Anywhere.
Two, isn't it?
Is it?
Is the other one the Negroni with the
No.
rocks tequila? Oh, no.
No. It's Falls Count Anywhere. It's a drink relating to fall season as well as wrestling. Falls Count Anywhere. Definitely need to try that if you're going. But we have a fun weekend ahead of us. Fun November ahead of us, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
It's a great time to be a wrestling fan. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
What is the plan for tomorrow?
I'm going to be heading over after I get Bailey's. I'm on my...